I want to show you some of my favourite makeup looks from this year's Golden Globes and really emphasise some of the tips and techniques I noticed that you or I could add into our makeups to make them feel extra special. I loved this beauty lineup on Glamour, by the way, so loads of my photos are taken from that. Let's start with one of the looks that's going to be the easiest to recreate, which is this beautiful Chanel makeup created by Patti Dubroff for Margot Robbie. One of the things people ask me about the most is whether they should use their hands or a brush and the best way to apply things. And what I love about Margot's eyeshadow here is that you could literally take your ring finger, smudge in your favourite kind of mushroom coloured eyeshadow, and you could create something really soft and beautiful like this in a matter of seconds. Now let's have a look at Jennifer Lawrence. She always looks amazing. Her makeup was done by Hung Van Gogh. Before we continue, let's just take a look and agree between ourselves. She looks amazing. She always looks amazing. Jennifer has this trait, a slightly more hooded eye shape, that so many people will come to me and say, I can't wear this because I have a hooded eye shape, I can't wear that, this doesn't look right on me. And actually, Jennifer plus this makeup by Hung Van Gogh just goes to dispel all of that and shows you that you can wear whatever you want and look great in it. It's all about where you place those colours to give them the maximum impact. So you'll notice here, if you see where Jennifer's lid naturally finishes, Hung has taken some of the shadow above that, and he's also created quite a line of colour under her lash line. So the next time you're thinking, if you have more of a hooded eye shape, that you can't wear a particular colour or it doesn't show up, follow this same technique, take the colour slightly above the natural folds of your eye, and it's still going to look absolutely lovely. Similar kind of technique was used here on Oprah by her makeup artist Derek Rutledge. I love this purple, by the way, what a beautiful nod to the film. But if I zoom in a little bit more, you can see exactly the same technique, this lovely trim of purple under the eye, going slightly above the crease here, and also other things that have been done to bring out Oprah's eyes here include bringing the liner slightly down and adding false lashes to really open everything up. I also thought this makeup really helped to dispel any idea that maybe your makeup isn't going to be as noticeable when you have your glasses on, because look how beautifully it shows through. Same with Billie Eilish, look, she's got her glasses on, but look how noticeable her lashes are. And again, Ali Wong, wearing her glasses, makeup still looks beautiful. Side note, I cannot listen to Mariah Carey in the same way ever since I watched Always Be My Maybe. If you've never seen it, it has the most moving end. I'm not even going to go into it because I'll set myself off again, but if you know that film, my god. I thought Emma Stone looked really beautiful. This makeup was by Rachel Goodwin, who is one of my favourite makeup artists to follow actually, and she does Emma's makeup an awful lot. Something I think makes this makeup look really fresh is that the underline is really quite clean. Now I wear my makeup a lot like this if my eyes are watering, and if that's something that you find, give that a try, because I feel like when you have runny eyes, it tends to be this area where the makeup smudges the most, whereas if you keep that clean, you can kind of play with the tops. Look at Emma's lashes there, and it will still look really fresh throughout your special occasion. I also love that she's gone back to the red. I think Emma is very lucky in that she can really experiment with her hair colour, and she looks great as a blonde or as a brunette, but like red hair, easy A, Emma Stone is my favourite Emma Stone. One of the things that Rachel does that I love is list what she's used, and everything she'd used for this look was from Charlotte Tilbury. Now you can find this quite a lot, in particular with red carpet looks. Sometimes the actor or actress has a partnership with a brand, sometimes the makeup artist has a partnership with a brand. So I was looking at all of the Charlotte Tilbury things and I was thinking, oh my gosh, like that lip looks lovely, but I haven't got anything from Charlotte Tilbury that looks like that. And I had a look and the caption said coming soon. Now Rachel also shared this photo which shows that it's some kind of gloss thing, and she teamed it with Pillow Talk liner, so I'm really looking forward to hearing what that is. And another thing, if you see videos of Emma Stone on the red carpet, something I really noticed is that her skin, in particular on her chest, had this lovely glow to it. It was almost a doll-like finish. That appears to be a Charlotte Tilbury highlighter also, and it's just a good reminder, those small little details like a touch of highlighter along the chest, say, can really make a difference to your photos if you're going somewhere special. Speaking of that kind of attention to detail when it comes to the skin on the body, Taylor Swift had exactly the same kind of thing going on. It appears to be that Laurie Turk and Gemma Moradian, her usual glam squad, did her hair and makeup. I thought it was really lovely that she didn't go for her usual red lip. That kind of raspberry colour looks really lovely beautifully on her. And also, I know we're talking about makeup today, but just side note, I loved seeing Taylor's hair in this kind of beachy Hollywood style. It starts the Eras tour with that poker straight look, and then as the tour goes on, it lets her natural curl show through. But I haven't really seen her with a style like this for anything recently, so it made a really welcome change, and it definitely felt like her red carpet era. Now on to Greta Lee, one of my favourite characters from the morning show. This is one of my favourite makeup looks. It was created by Naoko Skin 2. What I really took from this makeup is that you can absolutely wear a natural look and it can look really polished but be purposeful about it. Even though it's a really fresh, pretty look, there's that little touch of highlighter along the cheeks and nose there that the camera picks up and it still looks really, really groomed. I thought it was really interesting as well that Naoko showed just as much of the skin prep as she did the makeup. So the skin prep was all La Mer, the makeup was all Sisley, and I thought it was a really good reminder that for these really natural glowy looks in particular, a lot of the hard work is done before the makeup even goes on. Jennifer Lopez is without a doubt one of my favourite hair and makeups of the whole thing. She had her makeup done by Scott Barnes, and one of the things that I think JLo is so good at is knowing what works for her. She knows that these kinds of bronzy, peachy, soft lines really bring out her best features. It's so easy to recreate at home. So with the exception of her liquid liner, which is admittedly very crisp, all of the other parts of her makeup, you'll notice, are these really soft flushes of colour. So if you wanted to recreate something similar, let's say for the eyes, I would use a really fluffy blending brush. For the skin, I'd be using larger brushes for things like bronzer and blusher. And the great thing is you don't have to be super precise to recreate this. It's all about these soft flushes of colour that kind of melt into each other, don't have a particular start or end, and as a result, everything just looks really soft, but still very put together. All of that said, it's so lovely when someone experiments, and I loved this purple look that Kate Lee created for Amanda Seyfried. It looks like they used Lancome to create this. And I noticed this year that most people on the red carpet had very soft pared back makeup, so this smoky eye felt extra special. And then for me, one of my favourite looks is this beautiful makeup that James Caliardos made for Natasha Leon here. What a great reminder to us all to have a little look back through time if we're struggling for inspiration. He said that he was inspired by the 60s for this look, and wait until you see when she looks down. How beautiful. Who was your fave? I'd love to know, and I'll chat to you soon.